The words echoed, hollow and haunting, in Jerice Matter's mind. "Mom, I'm sorry and I love you. I love your daughter. I'll never do it again." 4 days. Just 4 agonizing days later, the promise shattered, replaced by the chilling reality that his baby, her Sharita, was gone. The man who uttered those deceitful words, Harry Lindsay, the father of Sharita's 2 beautiful girls, had brutally taken her life. The pain was an open wound, raw and relentless. "I can't believe he did this to the mother of his kids," Jerice whispered, the disbelief a constant companion to her grief. A mother's desperate plea, "Please," hung in the air, waited with the unspoken wish that she had been there, just been there, to try and save her daughter. But it was too late. Sharita was gone. The tragedy reverberated through the family, a devastating echo of past heartbreaks. Sharita's aunt, her voice heavy with sorrow, articulated the brutal truth. When this stuff hit home, it hit home. She had witnessed her big sister and her own mother navigate the treacherous waters of domestic violence, but the loss of her little sister was a different kind of pain, a profound and unbearable weight. The message was clear, a desperate cry to anyone listening. If y'all out here letting people beat on y'all, find a way to get out. Everybody don't make it. This was the harrowing story of Sharita Christwell, a vibrant mother of 2, whose life was cruelly extinguished by the very man who once claimed to love her. Harry Lindsay, her boyfriend and the father of her children, had been released from jail just 4 days prior, after assaulting and choking her. He had looked Sharita's mother in the eye, offering what seemed like a sincere apology and a solemn vow that he would never again lay a hand on her daughter. But promises, in the shadow of such violence, can be as fragile as glass. He stood over her, after an argument, and unleashed a barrage of bullets into her head. The journey to this horrific end began in Prince George's County, Maryland, a county nestled in the heart of the bustling Baltimore-Washington corridor, bordering Washington, D.C., and a mere 37 miles south of Baltimore. It was here, on the 6th of June, 1996, that Sharita Christwell was born. She blossomed into a beautiful soul, described by those who knew her as kind, friendly, and intelligent. Sharita possessed an innate sense of style, always impeccably dressed, radiating confidence and a zest for life. She truly lived life to the fullest, embracing every moment. Beyond her vibrant personality, Sharita was also a talented makeup artist, a true entrepreneur with her own brand, Makeup by Heather. Her life was thriving, a testament to her dedication and passion. Then, Harry Lindsay entered her world. He was, as one family member succinctly put it, a know-nothing to write home about type of guy. Despite this, they built a life together, welcoming 2 daughters into the world. But beneath the surface of their shared life, a dark current flowed, Harry's persistent abuse. This was the undeniable, cancerous problem that plagued their relationship, a cycle of violence that Sharita desperately sought to escape. The fateful chain of events that led to her death began on the 1st day of July. Harry, in a fit of rage, choked Sharita, inflicting serious harm. She, with immense courage, reported the assault, leading to his arrest. He was eventually released on bond, fitted with an ankle monitor, a seemingly tangible sign that the justice system was intervening. Everyone, including Sharita's family, hoped and believed that Harry had finally learned his lesson, that he would never again hurt Sharita. The hope was bolstered by his meeting with Sharita's mother, Jerice, where he offered his apologies and reiterated his solemn promise to never harm her daughter again. But hope, in this instance, was a cruel mirage. Just 4 days after that tearful apology, after an argument that surely mirrored countless others, Harry stood over Sharita and mercilessly pumped bullets into her body. She did not survive. Jerice Matter, Sharita's biological mother, recounted the chilling conversation she had with Harry just days before her daughter's murder. It was after Harry had been released from jail for strangling Sharita. "Mom, I want to talk to you about something," he had said. Jerice, ever the listener, replied, "Okay." His next words were a deceptive plea for forgiveness. "I love your daughter." Jerice, her mother's intuition already screaming, challenged him directly. If you love my daughter, why would you put your hands on my daughter? That was the wrong thing to do. Harry, ever the manipulator, then asked, "What do I need to do?" Jerice, with genuine concern for their dysfunctional relationship, suggested therapy, hoping they could mend what was so clearly broken. "You both need to go to therapy and try to fix this." Then came the ultimate deception, the dangling of a false future. "I want to marry your daughter." Jerice, exasperated by his hypocrisy, retorted, "If you want to marry my daughter, why didn't you marry my daughter before you had them two beautiful girls that you all have?" Her voice, though pained, carried a steely resolve. "Don't sit on this phone and tell me that you love my daughter and you don't mean it." She delivered her ultimatum, a mother's fierce protection shining through. "I'ma tell you, don't ever put your hands on my daughter again or we going to have a problem." Harry's response, a carefully constructed facade of remorse, still echoed in her ears. "Mom, I'm sorry and I love you. I love your daughter. I'll never do it again." 4 days later, her baby was gone. The raw disbelief consumed Jerice. "I can't believe he did this to the mother of his kids. 10 years of shared life. 2 innocent grandbabies now without a mother or a father. He don't deserve to come home. He should never come home." Jerice's voice hardened with conviction as she offered a stark warning to other women. "Anybody that ever tell a woman that they love them or I really mean it, they say things that they think we want to hear. But when he tell you he's going to kill you, you need to get away. He's not going to say it just to say it. He's saying it because he mean it." The tragic prevalence of domestic violence, claiming too many lives, fueled Jerice's impassioned plea. "It's too many women out here losing their lives over domestic violence, and it's not fair." Sharita, like so many victims, had yearned for escape. "My daughter wanted to get away from him, but Harry, with his manipulative grip, had pleaded, 'I don't want you to leave me. Please don't leave me, Rita. If you leave me, I'm not going to be any good.'" He had broken down, a calculated display of vulnerability. Jerice, however, saw through his performance. "You opened this door. You cheated on my daughter. So now when she found somebody else that was making her happy, you're angry. You took her life. You get to go to jail and be free. I'll never get her back. Never get her back." Her voice trembled with the weight of her grief, yet carried an unwavering message. Domestic violence is very serious, and people need to acknowledge this. When somebody tell you this, I don't care how afraid you are, you need to report it. Don't be scared. They're going to tell you, "I'ma kill you. I'ma kill your family." Number you tell. That's why we have 911. You call, you get help. It could save your life. The agonizing regret was palpable, and I wish I was there to try to save my daughter's life, but she's gone now. The raw pain was evident as Jerice struggled to articulate her feelings. "I can't believe he did this. He told me he would never ever hurt my daughter and he did it." And you could see the rage in his eyes. Tears welled in her eyes as she apologized for her distress. "This feeling, this pain that I have, it will never go away. I have to deal with this for the rest of my life." Her grandchildren, now motherless, were a constant reminder of the devastating loss. "And my grandkids, they cry every day. But amidst the sorrow, a fierce determination emerged. I'm going to get them therapy. I'm going to love them. I'm going to take care of them, and I'm going to raise them the right way." She vowed to instill in them the very lessons she wished Sharita had fully embraced. "And I'm going to teach them, if you ever get in a relationship and a man threatens you, you make sure you let me know or you know how to call to get help." The enormity of the situation still felt surreal to Jerice. "I never thought I would be standing here talking about this right now." It's a hurtful feeling. But ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand domestic violence is very serious. Don't be afraid. Speak out and tell your truth, and it could save your life. Sharita Christwell's aunt, her voice choked with emotion, shared her profound sorrow. "Sharita Christwell was my little sister." She spoke of her mother, Joyce Christwell, who had adopted and raised Sharita into adulthood, watching her grow from a child. The aunt admitted she never imagined she would be speaking about domestic violence, a topic she had always urged her sisters, friends, and family to address if they were experiencing it. "If you going through anything, If you find somebody that you can trust to talk to about anything, I know sometimes things are hard. Some people can be embarrassed or ashamed, but never feel ashamed. Don't be embarrassed. Find someone to talk to. Find your resources. There's plenty of resources out here. The tragedy was not new to their family. I lost my sister-in-law to the same situation. Her husband was on drugs. He shot her in her back and killed her. She had 4 children. They looked like their mom. And it was so hard for me to be around him so much because they look just like her. Just like her. The echoes of past pain resonated deeply. So please, if you can find someone to talk to, someone to help you, there's so many resources out here. The internet is flooded with information. Just go to it. Find it. She lamented that Sharita, despite her efforts, could not escape in time. Please, if you can't get away, I am happy that my sister got a chance to experience love. Even though it wasn't with him, she got a chance to know what real love was. She did try to get away, but it was not in time. It was too late. Please find a way to get away. Please. The urgency in her voice was palpable. Domestic violence is serious. It's nothing to play with. Never let anybody, I don't care if it's a man, I don't care if it's a woman, do not let anybody put their hands on you. Don't give them chances. Don't give them chances. Then don't believe anything they say. They're going to manipulate you to the fullest. Don't listen to them. Do what you think is best for yourself. The impact on the children was a particularly raw point. And please, if you had children, please find a way to get out. Your kids should not have see a man or woman being beat on. It just doesn't make sense. No child should be a sense. Those kids going to have to grow up listening to them. He argued in front of the kids. They can't see them arguing plenty of times. No child needs to experience that. Those kids definitely will have to get therapy. They lost their mother and their father. The aunt, in her grief, admitted to a dark thought, quickly seeking forgiveness. Sometimes I'm God forgive me for saying this. I wish he would have turned the dangle gun on himself. I'm sorry to say, we won't see her anymore. I love you anymore. She didn't deserve to go like that. She didn't deserve it. She proudly highlighted Sharita's accomplishments, showcasing the vibrant life that was brutally cut short. Oh, one more thing I want to say. My daughter was the DMV makeup artist. She did a lot of people makeup. She did KM, Michelle. She did another young lady, I can't remember her name, but everybody loved my daughter. She did makeup very, very well. She did her own business. She did this for herself, and she treated her daughter so good. She was a beautiful person, a loving mother, and she tried to make this man happy, but it wasn't enough for him. He was never satisfied. So now she's gone. He's gone. And I hope he stay gone because I'll never get my daughter back. The aunt expressed gratitude for the support, acknowledging the long road ahead. And thank you guys for the support and the help, because I'm going to need it, because this is never going to go away. I just want to get my grandkids therapy so they could be okay. They cry every day asking for their mom. But we going to work through this, and it's going to get better. Yes. But just know y'all need to get help when they threaten y'all. The official details of the crime were provided by Deputy Chief Leitner of the Bureau of Investigation. On the 5th of July, at approximately 3:35 p.m., officers responded to a call for a shooting inside an apartment in the 700 block of Stretford Way in Landover. Upon arrival, they found Sharita Christwell, 29, of Wadensburg, Maryland, deceased on the scene. The suspect was identified as 32-year-old Harry Lindsay of Landover, Maryland. The investigation revealed that Lindsay shot Sharita during an argument. Deputy Chief Leitner commended the swift actions of the homicide and fugitive units, along with the crucial assistance from Metro Transit Police, whose surveillance video aided in tracking Lindsay. Within hours of the shooting, Lindsay was apprehended and taken into custody, held without bond, and charged with first and second-degree murder. Deputy Chief Cedric Dickerson of the Bladensburg Police Department extended his deepest sympathies to Sharita's family, emphasizing the needless and tragic nature of the event. He detailed the initial domestic violence call that brought Harry Lindsay to the attention of law enforcement on the 16th of June At approximately 4:21 a.m., officers responded to the 4300 block of 57th Avenue in Bladensburg within 2 minutes of being dispatched. They encountered Harry Lindsay in the hallway and, upon seeing visible marks on Sharita Christwell, placed him under arrest. Sharita bravely reported that she had been thrown to the ground, assaulted, and strangled. Harry Lindsay was charged with first and second-degree assault and transported to the Prince George's County Department of Corrections. Crucially, officers provided Sharita with information and access to domestic violence counseling services, enrolled her in VineLink, and completed a domestic violence lethality assessment to support her safety. Deputy Chief Dickerson reiterated the department's heartbreak over the incident, describing it as very tragic and devastating to all of our community. He concluded by offering condolences and reaffirming their commitment to protecting victims of domestic violence and holding offenders accountable. The tragic story of Sharita Christwell quickly became a stark reminder of the deadly consequences of domestic violence. Jerice Matter's anguished cries of, "I can't believe he did this. He told me he would never ever hurt my daughter," resonated deeply. Sharita, striving to escape, had reportedly died at the hands of Harry Lindsay, a man released to home detention despite being charged with assaulting and strangling her just weeks prior. Jerice vividly recalled her conversation with Lindsay days before the murder, a conversation steeped in false promises. "Don't ever put your hands on my daughter again, or we going to have a problem," she had warned him. His reply, a chilling echo of his deceit. "Mom, I'm sorry and I love you. I love your daughter. I'll never do it again." 4 days later, he killed her baby. Sharita's body was discovered, shot to death, in Lindsay's Landover apartment on a Saturday afternoon. He now faced murder charges. Their decade-long relationship, which had produced 2 daughters, was crumbling as Sharita had found new happiness with someone else. She did try to get away, but it was not in time. It was too late. "Please find a way to get away," her aunt pleaded, underscoring the desperate need for victims to escape. Witnesses told investigators they heard the couple arguing just before the fatal shots. A gun was recovered from the apartment on Stretford Way. County Executive Aisha Brayboy vehemently stated that the state's attorney's office had fought to keep Lindsay incarcerated on the assault charges, but he was released on home detention. "I believe that if this defendant were locked up, this victim would still be here," Brayboy asserted, her words a heavy indictment of the system that failed Sharita. Sharita, remembered by her family as a talented makeup artist and a devoted mother, became the 10th domestic violence victim in Prince George's County that year. You call, you get help. It can save your life, Jerice had urged, her words, a poignant call to action. "And I wish I was there to try to save my daughter's life, but she's gone now." Sharita's aunt, still grappling with the incomprehensible loss, emphasized the insidious nature of domestic violence. Domestic violence is so serious, so serious. I can't say that I've ever been in one in my entire life, and I thank God that I did not. I guess I'm too strong to ever have put myself through any of that." She implored victims to confide in their families, to seek help before it was too late. Don't ever think that you can't talk to your family. Never tell your family stuff at the last minute and they don't know what's going on with you. Find somebody that you can talk to, somebody that you can help. She acknowledged the immense difficulty and shame often associated with such situations. "I know it's hard, but if anybody out there going through any type of violence with baby mother, baby father, I don't care who it is, don't sit around and tolerate it. Just pray about it. Ask God to send somebody that can help you get through it." The personal grief was overwhelming. "I'm still trying to take this all in. I'm still in awe about the whole situation. I'm going back looking at old pictures, old videos. This is one of my little sisters. She's always supported me. She always called me to ask me. She just started calling me, asked me how to fix food recently, and it's just real hard." The aunt reiterated the profound impact of domestic violence when it strikes close to home. "Well, this stuff hit home. It hit home. I got to see my big sister and my mother go through this by losing my little sister. And it's a lot. It's a lot. If y'all out here letting people beat on y'all, find a way to get out. Everybody don't make it. She struggled to maintain composure, the raw pain evident in her voice. It's just a lot. I'm trying to stay positive, trying to be strong, but it's hard to do when it hit home. And it really hit home this time. My little sister was so sweet. She ain't caused nobody no problems. She was good. She was a good person. She recalled Sharita's artistic talents. My little sister did hair. She used to do my makeup. She don't did my hair before. She did my makeup for my birthday before. She sought small comforts, fleeting moments of humor to cope with the unbearable reality. I'm just trying to find anything to make myself laugh, make myself smile. But this is hard. The shock of the news had been visceral. I woke up from my sleep that she was gone, and I couldn't believe it. Her desperate search for confirmation led her to the scene. I dropped my daughter and my granddaughter off to my mom's house. Was with my mom for a minute, but I had to go find out on my own. I ain't want to read nothing on Facebook. I ain't want nobody telling me nothing. I had to go to see where my sister was at. The cruel reality of not being able to see Sharita one last time, of her body being brought out in a bag, would forever haunt her. When I got there, I couldn't see her. I couldn't see her at all. They brought her out in the bag. I couldn't see her. I still can't believe that it's her, and I don't think I'm ever register till I actually see her. Her final words were a powerful, raw plea to all victims of domestic violence. Y'all please get out while you can. I'ma try my best not to do no cursing, but this punk couldn't get over the fact that my sister didn't want to be with him no more. The family's heartbreak extended to Sharita's young daughters, hoping they would find strength and peace in the face of such profound loss. The message to other women was clear: learn from Sharita's tragedy and escape violent relationships before it's too late. A GoFundMe account was established to help the grieving family. Sincere condolences were offered to Sharita's friends and family, with the hope that her memory would be a blessing and her life and death would serve as a turning point, inspiring justice and increased protection for domestic abuse survivors.